Good morning, church. It's Friday morning. That means it's time for our Friday morning update. I want to just encourage you this morning with a couple of things from sort of prayer times through the week, as well as this Friday morning prayer time we had this morning. And it has to do with pursuing the presence of God. And I sat up this morning in front of the coffee table here. I know a lot of you have come and have enjoyed the coffee service that we've been having before our worship service. And the secret is that when we started talking about preparing for having coffee before the service, it was never about good coffee. Although I do like good coffee, and I know many of you do like good coffee, and the coffee crew is doing a great job. It's never been about having the good coffee. It's always been about, Lord, are there ways we can encourage people to gather ahead of the worship service? And the reason for that is we believe that the more we come together and connect before we begin worshiping God, the more we have an opportunity to begin to prepare ourselves to pursue together, to go after together the presence of God, the manifest presence of God. And I think there's a difference between the presence of God that is always within us. Obviously, the Holy Spirit lives within us, but there are times when the church comes together, and there are times in our personal lives, in our walk with God, where God's presence becomes manifest or apparent, or we can feel or touch or sense God is really here. And that's what we're looking for when we gather on Sunday mornings. And so the coffee time is to get us here sooner so that our hearts are settled a little bit more and we've connected with each other, so that when we begin to worship, when we begin to sing and we begin to pray and we begin to pursue God's presence, our hearts can be 100% toward God and what He has for us. This past Thursday evening, just last evening, as the worship ministry was here and we were singing and we were playing, we were practicing, we were learning new things. And in the middle of that, there was this season of worship where the presence of God was just with us. And we continued to meditate on and to stay in that place. And I found myself thinking then, and I found myself thinking after worship rehearsal, will God do that on Sunday morning? Can God do that here on Sunday morning? Can we experience that together as a whole church? God, that is what we want. We want your presence. And so my prayer for you, my encouragement to you, my challenge for you, say, God, how can I begin pursuing you now on Friday afternoon, evening, Saturday, so that when we come together on Sunday, we're ready for your presence. We're ready for your manifest presence among us. That's our desire. So my prayer for you is that you will pursue God's presence, and that together we will experience Him in fresh ways among us on Sunday morning as we worship together. Our prayer is that not only would God's presence be manifest here at River Oaks, but God's presence would be manifest in every church, every place where Jesus is worshiped, and God's presence would move in the churches and in the people of God to bring transformation, to bring healing, to bring life, to bring encouragement, to bring all the things that the presence of God brings. So God bless you. We're looking forward to a great Sunday morning together, and I will see you on Sunday. God bless you and pursue you until that time. See you Sunday.